There isn't one. I want to be really careful with my words because this one hurts more than many of them just because of the situation. A team that played last night gets 50 points off of rebounds and turnovers, second chance points and turnovers. So this one's unbelievably hard to understand how we can get outworked in those categories. And that is absolutely on me. Just for whatever reason, it's been the same story all year long with those two categories, in particular the turnovers. And it's a tough one to swallow.
Where do you go from here?
We got to get to work. We got to show it. We got to teach it. We got to demand it. And it's not going to change because we feel bad about it. We got to get to work.
Seemed like a pivotal moment for John Collins, like get back and just kind of spiral from there. Did you ever think about calling a?
We looked at the footage and it looked like J.I. was the one who fouled him on the. So we could have gotten a proximity challenge, but that's a tough one to. But when I looked at the bench, they were like, no, because they thought J.I. had fouled on his second opportunity. It's a tough one.
When you talk about turnovers, volume is obviously a concern, but then at points in the game too. I know you've been asked about it before, but what do you see in some of those moments? A lot of them are live ball turnovers, but what are you seeing that is causing?
It's just carelessness. That's the only way you can sum it up. It's the same story. Playing in a crowd, not being sure about where we need to go with the ball and being strong with the ball. It's not going to change. That's a lot of turnovers. For any game, you want to stay around 12, 13, and we kind of corrected it a little bit the last couple of games, but timely. Live ball turnovers and that many points off of turnovers, it's, you lose by 8 and you give up 27 points off of those turnovers. It's unexplainable.
It seems like the game began to turn really in the first quarter. We talked about Cade and Bogey. I'm going to check out things to the fall. But how do you figure that out? Obviously, just why the team.
We didn't get a lot of bench production. To begin with. It has hurt us. We've tried to stagger the lineups to get those guys back in the game. Obviously, it's putting a lot of pressure on those guys to have to come back in and save the day. Again, that's on me to figure it out.
Mentally, where is this team?
You can just about imagine. I mean, you have these kinds of opportunities. You've lost 25 in a row. Like, you're probably not in a great mental state. But, again, what choice do you have but to fight and compete and dig your way out of it? But it's human nature to feel like, you know what, and that's where we are.
Do you sense a lack of confidence in, moments of truth where games are close and you can grab it and maybe it leads to the turnovers and some of the mistakes? Do you sense any of that?
I don't sense the lack of confidence. There's just a lack of execution. There's a lack of, knowing what we should do, or, we've had shots tonight. We had a couple of open threes. We couldn't put them down. I wouldn't say that's a lack of confidence. We've missed those shots. All right, thank you.